Hello everyone, welcome back. Another workshop walk and talk. So yeah, it's been a busy week so far. Yesterday I was out looking at some cars to buy. I bought a silver automatic Mark 1, which I'll show you in a minute. There should be a video, or there will be a video if it's not out already, going out soon. With that day of me going out and looking at that, and I looked at two other cars which are quite interesting that we're still negotiating the price on at the moment. And then today I picked up another one, which is a crash damaged one. I'll show you that now. Another silver Mark 1. So this one, sort of minor bit of an accident on the front wing there. A bit of a scrape down the side, so we're going to repair that, and that'll come up for sale. That one we're not going to do one of our usual sort of full restos. I think we're just going to do a really good tidy up on that one, polish, repair broken things like the number plate, clean up the roof, paint wipers, all that sort of stuff. Just tidy it up generally to create a car that's a little bit lower in the price point. This one here is, I mentioned it I think in the previous video, good customer of ours. He bought this car from us originally, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that. Comes back to us annually for servicing, and that's exactly what it's coming for, service and MOT, and that's Grant's just taken that off the ramp, so that is, apart from final clean, all done. This is the one we've been doing a lot of work on. That has that's nearly finished. It's just gone over the MOT. We knew there was a coil spring broken. It's obviously failed on that, and it failed on a bulb, I think, so sort them out and then that's ready to go. This one here was Mark 4 for an underseal. That's done. This one's coming, I don't think I mentioned that in the last video, came in earlier in the week. That's having seals and arches and other bits and bobs. We might be buying one of these as well, actually, a low mileage Glen Eagles, so let us know if that's something you're interested in. That one we've spoken about before. I'll just go over to the other one I brought yesterday. It's funny, you know, trying to get used to paying a bit more money for cars to sell on, because as I've mentioned before, how the prices are going up. Just taking a bit to get my head around. I wouldn't have normally looked at an auto really, but this is a 1.8 auto, which does make it a lot more desirable, better gearbox, better engine. We've got seals to do on this one, which I think is, we're trying to get a load of cars ready for when, still an arch on that side, a few other bits and bobs. Trying to get a load of cars ready for when Chris gets the Le Mans finished, because then that's going to be his sort of thing. He's going to be working through cars for sale, because we always struggle to have enough cars for sale. They generally quite often go before we even get them to the website, which makes it look like we're not really selling many. We do want to have more in stock, but it's always very difficult for us to find the time to do the work on them. So that's basically what Chris's role is going to turn into. Ashley is getting stuff ready for the show. Faux show? I'm not seeing much of a pile of stuff generate.
I'll just probably take the 2 things this time around.
Just 2 things, be a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A lot less hassle on the day.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and turn the radio off. Sorry folks, didn't pre-prepare. Right. So yeah, let's see what Roy's up to. Getting stuck in, Roy. Roy? He's got his headphones on. You alright?
How you doing, you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. You alright?
Yeah.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all good. Is that good?
No. It's not good.
Oh, that's okay. So, on one of my previous videos I mentioned how it's a good idea on Mark 3s to take the rear bumper off to get to there, but this was actually worse than that, wasn't it?
Yes. Just a little bit.
Da, 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 da.
It looks like you lived in the city.
Yeah. That's sort of come off quite cleanly though, isn't it?
It has.
Um,
I'm going to replace this from about here to here.
Oh yeah.
Just
It's very thin.
It's very thin, and it's so pitted.
Okay.
I can't. You know what I mean? I can't. It's the amount of pitching. See, I can't leave it there. I just have to cut it out. We'll put a new section in.
Right, and then we're going to clean up all of this, aren't we, and
The whole back
paint the whole rear panel. Yeah.
So.
Oakley dokley.
Well,
Well, it's quite flat.
yes. I'll probably end up making it too large because we don't have a sheet still. Actually, no, we do. We do have sheets still.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all right.
Cool. Enjoy.
I will.
Right, Jake's been, you've seen this one a few times, he did the front seal. I said I'd show it a bit better when it's on the ramp. So that's all the sort of internal sections, jacking point sections, what have you. And he's now been working on the back end. How's it going, Jake? His usual stuff really. Cut edge, recreated a bit here. Be a new arch lip, inner arch lip, inner seal. Bit of work on the rear box section. Is that all that's left on this car?
Yes, and we've just noticed that.
Oh, a bit there as well.
Which we could
Yeah, they get a bit
cut
thin
out
there.
and make that up.
Yeah. Or cut it off another car.
Yeah, exactly. Just cut the lower off.
Alright, cool. Thanks, Jake.
No worries.
And then Chris has been doing exciting things.
Well, fine, exciting.
Well, I think it's quite exciting.
It's enjoyable. Exciting is one word, I suppose. So I've just finished building the inlet manifold. I think last time. What was the engine saying last time?
I think you were playing with the head.
I was playing with my head then. So yeah, head's bolted in. Yeah. So I'm deleting the standard BBR. You right?
Yeah, I was just seeing if I. You won't be able to see on the camera, but I'm sort of looking around at stuff while Chris is talking because I'm trying to see if I can find the bits he's about to talk about.
No, I can give an explanation of it really. So this is the BBR oil cooler that they put on, and that obviously goes on like that, and then this sticks like that.
And they're the original heater, well, the heater pipes, aren't they?
And then they're cut. So what you end up having is you have all this pipe work at the back of the engine, and then these T-pieces, and I've never liked the look of them. But then obviously when Mazda brought out the 1.8, they did an oil cooler for the 1.8. So what I'm going to do on this one is put the 1.8 oil cooler on it, plumb it in, which means it just connects onto the outlet there, and you get rid of all those pipes at back.
All those bits which are asking to leak and rattle and wear through paint and things like that.
Yeah, so it's...
Talking of paint,
Oh yeah. So
we
yeah,
won't.
That's where the engine sort of is at the moment.
Well, we won't show this. We'll show this when you another day. But it is back from paint.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
There's
Yeah.
a couple of areas that still need to be
Final polish and whatever. Yeah. And there's a nice little Easter egg in there as well. One of Chris's ideas of. But we'll show that on another video.
Yeah. So done that. Just building the inlet manifold. Just going through and cleaning up, all the little bits and pieces like that. I mean, I might go and see if we've got a better looking one than that. Right.
Just time consuming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going through every piece, cleaning it up, painting it.
Yeah, because when you start breaking it down, there is so much on that inlet manifold that needs cleaning up.
Looking good though.
I painted, the fuel rail's been painted, cleaned the injectors up, cleaned the loom up, painted the brackets, throttle body's on. Yeah. I mean, it's going to look good. It's off very much through.
Nice.
Yeah. And when you do everything, see it says a bracket there, bracket there, fuel rail there, throttle body here. That all had to be masked up and painted. Yeah. Other than that, it does look good. Just got to go around, put some spring clips on a few bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to the show on there.
No, so we decided.
Well, weather's not great, is
It
it?
was too wet.
Yeah.
It was it's too risky. It's not. There's probably I mean, I haven't been on it as much as I probably would have been if I was getting it ready. But I think if I had, this would have been in the car by now. But then I probably would have got it to close to running, but I would have been rushing to do that, and that's a good idea. Plus, then also it's not watertight, and it's probably going to pour down with rain.
All right. Bored now. See you later.
No, thanks.
And Grant is putting his bumper back on. That's basically it, isn't it? You may have seen this in I think I mentioned it in a previous email where we had a colour match issue. It's been back to the paint shop. They've made another attempt. It's still not perfect. There is still a difference, but it's, to be honest, it's to be expected. But that's as good as that's going to get without blending, basically. Alright, and I should show this as well really. This is the one Roy was doing the windscreen surround repairs on. It's just about to go over to paint. That is now done. You saw it last time you saw it, this was all cut open, I believe. So yeah, that side is now all repaired. So that's that really. Lots going on. And yeah, nothing more to say really. Catch you on the next one. See ya.